that you're going to do, because when we make a puzzle cube, 5 students are going to solve your puzzle, and 5 adults are going to solve your puzzle. 1 second. And then you're going to take down their times of how long it took them to make your puzzle. And we'll go further into that. So part 1 should be done. The last part, just wanted you to take this design brief challenge again and put it in your Gateway notebooks, so the grade notebooks. Are there any questions right now, Braden?
I was gonna say, by a puzzle cube, they mean something like a Rubik's Cube, or like the Rubik's?
Yeah, similar to a Rubik's Cube, okay? So a Rubik's Cube is a 3 by 3 by 3 cube. So that means that when I put that cube together, right? Here's a, let's say this is the top part. It should have 3 by 3 by 3. So when I solve it, there should be 3 going vertical, there should be 3 going horizontal. Okay? Alan, we're not doing that right now. What should you be doing? I didn't say to do that. So part 1 is done. Part 2. How many of you have done tree diagrams in math class? Raise your hand. Who knows what a tree diagram is? Raise your hand. Okay? A tree diagram is a mathematical model that basically gives you an outcome to a problem you're trying to solve. Okay? Outcomes, solutions. These tree diagrams have levels. Correct? If you don't know what I mean by levels, we're going to do the first example of heads or tails. So right now you should be taking notes. I advise you to have a sheet of paper out, take down these notes, and then put them in your notebook if you're afraid of messing up in your notebook. Okay? Okay. So a tree diagram is like a graph or a chart. Okay? It gives you outcomes. It's a great way to model what you're looking for. Okay? So my first example of making a tree diagram is going to involve heads or tails. Okay? A quarter. So my first level, level 1. How many options do I have in a quarter when I flip it?
2.
2, correct? So you have heads or tails. So my first level is going to involve my starting point from heads, and my starting point from tails. I'm asking you in a question now that I want to find the outcomes of flipping a quarter 3 times. If I'm asking you to give me an outcome flipping a quarter 3 times, we're going to have 3 levels, okay? Because we want to find out how many outcomes we get when we flip that quarter 3 times. So my first level is starting at heads and starting at tails. Are there any questions right there? If you do, please raise your hand. Cheyenne, what's your question? Nothing? You're good? Okay, trees have branches, correct?
Okay.
At this time, we only have 2 options, heads or tails. So how many branches do you think we're going to have? 2. Here's 2 branches. Starting with heads, my first branch, what is my option of flipping? Heads or tails. So my first one, again, heads. Second one's going to be tails. Okay? That is my second level. Okay? So I asked you, how many times do we need to flip this coin?
3 times.
3 times. So how many levels should we have in total?
3.
So we need how many levels now?
1 more.
1 more. How many branches am I going to have at heads?
2.
2, because there's 2 options. Heads or tails? Again, heads, tails. For my tail side, it's going to be heads or tails again. Are there any questions right now?
No.
So this is going to be our third level. You're taking notes, yes. So, we need to find the outcomes, okay? We need to find the outcomes from flipping the quarter 3 times, correct? So my first outcome, I'm going to do it for you. There's 2 roads here. There's 2 branches. There's the left side, and there's the right side. I'm going to start with the first one. Started with H, right?
Yeah.
My first outcome. I take it down. I run into H again. That's my second outcome. I take it to the left side again. I get H for my third outcome. So one set for my outcomes is heads, heads, heads. Does anybody have a question on how I got heads, heads, heads? Yes.
I have a question about how you got this. Why you put it in column?
Well, I just did this to show separations. I just did it to show separations. So then when I write my next outcomes, it's not all blurred together. It's organizing your notes, guys. Yes, Ayla. Am I going to do it the same way? Do you want to take me through it? Okay, so what's my next outcome going to be? Hold on, I just asked Ayla. So what's my next outcome going to be, Ayla? All right, be careful here now. Good. We have to do the same exact side, right? We stay on the left side. H, H, and we need to find this right branch now. We need to turn to the other row. And T. That's our second outcome. Our third outcome. Now we're doing the right side. Okay? Same thing. H, T. Whoa. Stop right there. Stop right there. Both of those answers are not wrong. Okay, we can do H, T, H, and H, T, T. Those are both outcomes. But organization. Stay in order. When someone asks us to count, we say what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We don't say 1, 10, 12, 14, 16, okay? If I ask you to count only using even numbers, you're going to go in order, right? You're going to say 2, 4, 6, 8. You're not going to say 2, 12, 25, 30, 32. 25 is not even an even number. Who caught that? You see what I mean? Order, organization. Okay? So let's stay in order. So H, T, H. And now, H, T, T. So right now, I want you to fill that out for T. Yes, Princess?
And these columns are ordered?
Each column in order, yes. Yes. I'm basically just following lines, connecting the dots.